Und Alpha.
Weiß nicht. Okay, Zayim, was Hashem Nagila v'nischovei. Das ist der Rebbe, sagt der Maimer an Yud bis Tamos. Zayim, was Hashem Nagila v'nischovei. Und mei, wie chok mechad morbala gula b'mamar de Ramas chazeh. So the Friedrich brings in his Maimer. This beginning, Shom, Rebbe Chagag Yud bis Tamos, Rishayim b'sud seidoh, which he said in the first Yud bis Tamos. In the sud seidoh, b'shnas tov shpeches. So he said in the Maimer, he gave out a Maimer association, but this is what he said in the Fabrein Yud bis Tamos. Is b'medrish, Rav Avin, ein ani ein b'mel ismeach. We don't know with what to be happy with. In b'yem, eba kodesh baruch. Should we be happy with the day or with the Eibishter? Bo shleima upirish, came shleima, I was mefarish. Nagilu v'nizcha boch, we should be happy with you. Ba kodesh baruch. Boch v'yirosach, boch v'teirosach, boch v'shuosach. Yeah, so this is that he says it's for l'shenis over here, better. Boch ba kodesh baruch hu, that you should be happy with the Eibishter. So that's the answer to the question. If you should be happy with the day or the Eibishter, you should be happy with the Eibishter. That's the churah. Then he adds B'yirosach, Teirosach, and Yishosach. We have to understand why he's going to explain. He's going to right away ask the question. What do you need else? 3, 4 things. Rav Yitzchok added Boch b'esem shtayim eisi sheksaft lo b'teira. With the 22 letters of the Teira, that's what we should be happy with. Beis, Trein, Chof Es, and Hadei Boch. 22, he spells it out to us that it's, why it's 22, because it's 2 is, and 20 is 22, so Meil is Boch, and that's the of the 22 letters of the Teira. He's going to come back to it in the Maimer, why it's connected to the letter, 22 letters of the Teira. What's the question? What to be happy with the day or the Eibishter? It's al derech in a way like the Maimer of Eile Be'ezeh. You should be happy with the Ezer. You have to depend on Hashem. The same thing over here. What are you asking? You don't know what to be happy with the Eibishter or the day. The whole day comes from the Eibishter. The whole the mile of the day is not on its own. Rather, it's the Eibishter made the day. So the Chur it's understood that the Simcha has to be in the Eibishter. What does he say? I don't know what to be happy with, whether in the day or the Eibishter. One question. Another question. What is the 3 inyonim of Yira, Teira, and Yeshua that he mentions? What's so important to have these 3 things? What's the saying of Rabbi Yitzchak? That Boch is referring to the 22 letters. Why does Rabbi Yitzchak say deviate from the Pashta Pshat of Boch and the Eibishter to say that it means Boch b'esem shtayim esis, that it means the 22 letters. And then he's going to say that the 22 letters, that is Atzmus. The Atzmus is the 22 letters. Siv base. Hine bir mile sayim. Explain the mile of the day. Even that there's a thought. Because the day that a miracle happened is a great day. The day itself becomes great. He's going to explain 2 ways how to explain what's the greatness of the day. Firstly is that the day in Tzadatzmi, the miracle happens is, on its own is a Yem Zakai. Even before. Because that's the cause, that's the reason why the miracle ever happened. If it's a special day, therefore miracles will happen that day. Another explanation is that through the miracle that happens, even more than it was before, it's the same Zakai. Now, through the miracle, it became even more Zakai, more Yim Zgula. It's a special day because of what happened in it. In the day itself, more than that, in the day itself, the main advantage is in the individual time which the miracle happened, whether by day or by night. It says in Medrash, when you do miracle for us by day, we chant Shira, we say Shira by day. Like it says, because the miracle happened by day. When you do miracles by night, we'll say Shira by night. Like it says, what is he referring to? I'm not sure if it's referring to Pesach, I'm not sure. What's the difference when the miracle happens? If it happens by day or by night? This is befitting to the level and the way of the miracle. What type of miracle it is? If the miracle is going to be in a way of revelation, it's a very interesting get that this is going to be the way that it's going to happen. If it's a revealed miracle, then it's going to be game. So then it's going to be wide. It's going to happen by day. Even the Helm Laila, it's a hidden miracle. Then it's going to happen by night. Now we'll understand why the miracle was in the way of Eir V'Gili. It says where Zay Yemos Hashem brings in the order. So if it happens by day, it's a yin of Gili. It's a revealed miracle. And to explain this, how we say that the time that the miracle happens, and more specific, the day and night, when it happens, whether by day or by night, is connected. Explain what's the connection of the time when the miracle happens to the miracle. This will understand, will preface what's known, the Nes Umloshen Haroma. Nes means Ufgeheben, elevated in the nature. Through the miracle, the whole nature becomes elevated. Amol says that the miracle, when you have a miracle, we realize that the Eibush is controlling the whole nature. The whole nature gets elevated. Or Bepash, more Bepash, that in the place of the miracle, the whole nature around there gets elevated, gets connected with the Eibush in a revealed way. The Eibush made a miracle in the place. What does it mean in the place? The Gama Mokim Shu Gvul V'Teva, even the place which is limitation because it's a Mokim Mugbul and it's natural. Mis'alaba Bligvul Danesh Shalomayim Matev gets elevated in the Nes. That the Nes comes by Mokim Azeh, so it elevates the Mokim that it should also be Nichol in the Nes. And this is understood. The same thing is true in regard to the time which the miracle happens. The made miracles in the time. The time itself becomes the Salah. To understand this more individually, more in details, it's known that in Nisim in general there's two types of miracles. There's Nisim Shalamaylam Ateva. This is Kav Kloli in the Rebbe's Mamorim. Nisim Shalamaylam Ateva. Kanism Shebi Yitzis Misayim Afichs Mayim Ladam V'chulu Avada Nes Kriyas Yam Zoshnaf Yam Le'abosha. That's one type of miracle.
It doesn't say night or day.
When? Yeah. Agam Sigam Lubish B'Teva. But that's when it's Geshem by Tog. Mizet Begola Sanes, yeah. Yeah, and Dom Madar Maimer Gufa Zokter. The Clark does Zokter. The Nachidot Nism Mubash Medar Kateva, but Hem Gufi Yashim Shnei Yifanim, at least two. Shalavush Ateva Bevish and Nikim Shimrak Lavush Laneshim Slavijam. Kanizim Chanukah Purim, right, like you mentioned. The miracles of Chanukah Purim, that was, even though it came into nature, but the nature was in a way that's it's not covering over the miracle. We're able to see that there's a miracle happening over here. Like the Alter Rebbe wrote in regard to his redemption. Like in the order 18 over here. I think there's a few the Yukim over here, why it says so many times Pella, whatever, yeah. So the word is that the Welt is gehört, das stops Hecher hat sich getroffen. And then there's a second Eif in Levush Yateva. Levush Yateva malim mastirim ala nesham levush behem. The Levush Yateva are covering over the miracle which is enclosed in them. They don't let the miracle be seen. But Ad Kedei Kach, he doesn't make it a third Eif. He just includes the one that they're totally hiding over the miracle. You don't see, the person doesn't see the that it's a miracle. It's known who's the source of nature? Shem Elikim, Elikim b'gematria Teva, same Gematria. The B'chol, what's Shem Elikim? This is Eir Mamale, which comes into the world according to what the world could handle. So that's the Shadish of Teva. Eir Mamale. He comes to the world according to what the world can handle. He's moked him, so he's not going to break the world. And the sheish anisim hu b'shem havaya. Sheish of nisim is from shem havaya, and the other nisim comes from shem havaya. The bechlos hu eira sev shalom alamim. In general, this is eira sev which is higher than the world. So zeh movement. And nisim she'enim l'vashim b'teva. That this will understand that the nisim which doesn't come in clothed in teva sheish ham shechotz magil davaya atzmi shalom alamim sabshus b'shem elikim. If it doesn't come in clothed in nature, it's from shem havaya itself, the way it is. Higher than coming into Shem Elikim. And this is L'boshim B'teva, Sheisham Shechazim Hu, Magil D'Shem Havaya, K'mishim Islabish B'Shem Elikim. As opposed to the Nisim, which are enclosed in Teva, that comes from Havaya, the way it's Mislabish in Shem Elikim. See, Mavar is in order 24, a big question. V'agam, the Gam is Havas and the Vram Kfitiv Mulim Shem Elikim Atzmei, even creation of an Ivre. That he has a nature, whatever he is. It doesn't come from Shem Elikim itself. If so, what's the difference between Nisim and Boshim Teva and his Havas and Ivroim? And Teva. They both come from Shem Havai Shem Elikim. And to the Rebbe like this, Yishleimar, the Benisim Amal Boshim Teva, Gam Chabusha Teva Mastirim Legamri, Hagil Shem Havai Befen Ali Yeser. There's a more of Shem Havai in the Nes. Shalochein Heim Nisim. Elo Shem Akirim Ba. There's more of Shem Havai into it. It's a hecher Shem Havai. Orele kamon befnim shudung sharotz matas hasechel beim shnigs bei shu sever kim mitzad atzmi. Af shbeim enel ze mokum mesech v'rak mitzad harotzen. It's a derech sheikha that says is ma'avein echachovim that he starts saying a reasoning according to what his rotzen is. Really, the whole reason why he's saying the reasoning is only because of the rotzen. But it seems like it's mitzad seichel. So since it's really this rotzen is matas hasechel, so therefore its idea of seviv is making memale should work in a certain way, should function in a certain way. So he says over here, Yuvan zeh, this will understand we'll understand this from the the will of the person. The rotzen no moshel is a seviv. This is a thing in the Rebbe's Mamar many times. The rotzen is a moshel for seviv. And in general, this is brought down that the makiv, the keich makiv of the person, the rotzen, that's talderach seviv, which is makiv all the evorim, and doesn't have a keli miyuchad. And this here is going to say in Befrati is 3 levels in the scene of rotzen. Sheyesh bebeis madreges. There's 2 levels in general, and more Befrati is 3. You'll soon see. There's rotzen shalom ma'ila mitam. Rotzen has rotzen l'mayla mitam. Has no reason, no rhyme or reason why he wants it. Which that's l'chura da mitzina rotzen l'chura. Because what's that rotzen? As a rotzen kin tam. Just because he wants it. He asks the guy why he's doing a certain thing. He says, "Well, zeh villich." What's that zeh villich? There's no interest. There's no advantage. No gain. It's just for zeh villich. And then rotzen mislabish betam. He starts getting a reason for it. It's mislabish betam. Be'etzem b'shorshe it's a rotzen. But then it's mislabish betam, it gets a reason also to be masking to this rotzen. Oh, but zeh gufa rotzen mislabish betam, shnei fanim. In this itself, there's 2 ways in the rotzen mislabish betam. One way is the miyesim mislabish betam, nikah begil should be kari rotzen shlomayim betam. Although he got a reason, but it seems that you could see it clearly that why does he want? What's the reason? The reason is only effective because he really wants, because he wants it. That's why he's saying the reason. The reason, in other words, halt sich nicht as stark. Then there's a lower level in a way. That's the montzachuf, the seichel itself starts saying rotzen dike inyanim. What's herzich? It seems like that why is he holding like this is not because of rotzen was matin, rather it's seichel itself came to this conclusion. He brings in the order 26 of Sheikh. The other Sheikh, the Gamsh says say we can nicht rotzen matzah seichel dem tzad seichel atzmei. Nicht geschätzt dass seichel tzad atzmei chayiv ken. Ki dem much mizeh sheikh yaver. He thinks that this is really his reasoning, this is his way of thinking. He thinks that this is the seichel alein. But that is over nimshel begiler sev shesh bedung was dir gimel dagas hanal. Say we also have these 3 levels of revelation. This is the source of the 3 types of miracles. Since we said that the miracles comes from Seviv, Hecher from Welt, the Rechzich Shmit Welt, and this is itself there's 3 levels of Nisim. It comes 3 levels of Seviv. There's Nesh L'Mayla Matev L'Gamri. There's Nesh Amlubish Matev Be'efin Shenikra Neshabei. Benes Malubish B'Teva Be'ev. The third level of the Nes Malubish B'Teva, there's a Nes which is totally higher than Neva. Then Teva, a Nes which is enclosed in Teva, but you see the Nes. And then the Nes Malubish B'Teva Be'ev, and Shat Teva Master and Nes Shabei. The Nes is enclosed in Teva in a way that the Teva is hidden in the miracle. The miracle is hidden on the Teva. Yeah, this is enough?
Perfect. Now you're going to bring for your birthday.
This is Chabad going. You bist Tamos verbringen, ne?
Was sagen die Bulette, es haben mir machen, wenn er geht, was geht nach hier.
Ich bin auf dem Netz. Ich bin nicht da.
Mir machen.
This shear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a share last week.
Yeah.
There was a share last week.
Was ist das früher?